Howdy. My name is Greg Swan. I am with BloodhoundRealty.com in Phoenix, Arizona, and I am a realtor. And being a realtor means that I am a member of the NAR. You've probably heard of the NAR. The R, you may not have known, doesn't stand for realtors. That's what you've always been told. National Association of Realtors. The R actually stands for blood-sucking vampires. I'm a member of the National Association of Blood-Sucking Vampires. The purpose of that organization is to steal money from you and to give it to me. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I think it's completely obscene that the NAR is constantly lobbying for legislation to steal money from you and give it to me, and therefore I'm calling upon you today to contact your representative and tell him to stop taking money from the NAR and especially to stop doing their bidding. The reason that I'm talking to you today is because of the $8,000 tax credit. There are calls to renew it. There are calls to improve upon it, to bump it from $8,000 to $15,000, to take away the income requirement so even billionaires can get $15,000 of free money straight out of your pocket. Look in your wallet and see if you got $15,000 in there. If you don't, guess what? You'll be paying for it for the rest of your life. Does this make any sense to you? It certainly doesn't to me. Your kid could come to you someday and say, Mom and Dad, why do I have to go to community college? Why can't I go to a real university? Well, the answer is because the NAR stole your money and gave it to me. And your daughter might come to you and say, Mom and Dad, you told me you'd get me a car for graduation, but why is it a used car and why is it a Yugo? And the answer is because the NAR took your money, the National Association of Blood-Sucking Vampires, don't forget that. The National Association of Blood-Sucking Vampires took your money and gave it to me. Let me tell you something. I work really hard for my money. I work 120 hours a week easy. I work from 6 in the morning till 9 at night every day, off from 6 to midnight, sometimes beyond midnight, easily 120 hours a week. That's 3 full-time jobs the way Americans measure things. Sounds like an awful lot of work. Well, it is. I like it. I really enjoy it, and I do really well at it. I mean, sometimes I don't make very much money at all. For the last 3 years, I guess we were below the poverty line, but we didn't take one penny in tax money because I think it's completely inappropriate. I'm a businessman. I take risks. And so I took risks for the last 3 years that might have been unwarranted, and yet it was my choice to take them and my choice to suffer the consequences. Well, guess what? This year I'm making a ton of money, and it's not because of this idiot $8,000 tax credit. I'm making a ton of money because a whole lot of people suddenly want to buy real estate who didn't over the last 3 years. This is my choice. I take risks. Sometimes I lose, sometimes I win really big. I spend a lot of my time worrying right now about how much of my tax money is going to be sucked out of my pockets, but I'm sick to death of being part of an organization that sucks money out of your pockets. And so do me a favor, get your congressman on the telephone, send him an email, send him a letter, tell him to tell the National Association of Blood-Sucking Vampires to go to hell, and please do it today. Do it all the time. Do it every time you think about it. It's your money. Hang on to it. It's not mine. I didn't do anything to deserve it. Neither did any of the other realtors in the United States, and especially neither did the National Association of Blood-Sucking Vampires. Tell them to go to hell. That's where they belong.